And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live on the road today. We are here at Big Dan's Barbecue in downtown Elizabethton. Yeah. Home of the burn-ins, the daily special. I'm looking up here at the menu board all the way down yonder. You've got, goodness gracious, pulled pork, sliced beef, brisket, burn-ins. You got your daily special. You got sandwiches. We'll be talking about it. Dan's going to join us coming up here in a few minutes. The obvious congratulations to the Tennessee Volunteers. They're the national champions of college baseball, and deservedly so. They put on a show, they did what they had to do, and they brought home the coveted prize of the national championship to Knoxville and back to the Vol Nation. So we'll talk about that. We got a ESPN package going to run for you here, a couple of those, matter of fact. So we're very excited about that Tennessee does it. They handled the pressure. Big games, big people step up, and big people stepped up. Mr. Dreiling stepped up big. Mr. Moore stepped up big. The Tennessee pitching staff stepped up big. Mr. Lampkin, who pitched for the starting pitcher for Texas A&M, had an off game, and it showed. Tennessee seized the opportunity, national champs, flying back to Knoxville with a championship trophy on the plane. So good morning to you, ready to go. Let's bring it to you. How about the national anthem? We'll start it off with, oh gosh, who's going to do it today? Oh, la 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 la. How about the Kingdom Airs out of Dollywood on the Tom Taylor Sports?
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, countdown to Cyclone football. You see it coming down 59 days, 9 hours, 10 minutes, and 11 seconds and counting to Cyclone football. So a new college baseball champion has been crowned. You know that by now, unless you're under a rock. The Tennessee Volunteers winning it over Texas A&M 6-5, and so it got started with Moore's home run. Let's pick up what CBS has to say about it. Let's watch what they say, or not CBS, but ESPN Sports here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. This is a really cool package. Here is the Vols championship from ESPN.
Game 3, College World Series. Winner take all, A&M, Tennessee.
About 100 there today.
It was 100, and you had Vol royalty on 100.
All of them.
Peyton Manning, Rick Barnes in the building, and far more important to the Vols' hopes on the field, this man. He is a big-time problem. That's Christian Moore leading it off with a home run. Second player ever to hit a leadoff homer in the national championship game, and the first since '97. Rocky Top up 1-0. Top 3, same score. Runner on third. 2 outs. Gavin Grahovic brings in Travis Chestnut. Giga Aggies. We're knotted up at 1 apiece. After the sac fly gave Tennessee a 2-1 lead, Dean Curley brings in another, but got a little greedy, got thrown out at second, makes the third out of the inning. It's 3-1 Tennessee. Bottom 7, same score. Dylan Dreiling swinging a drive.
Series.
Say again?
Have a series.
Hey, how about it? First player to homer in all 3 games of a Men's College World Series final. Omaha. It's 5-1. 2 batters later, Kavares tears. This is a dangerous bat in that ball lineup. Deep. Stays in the yard barely. And an incredible relay home and an incredible slide. Hunter Ensley. Just a remarkable slide and gets the dish with the left hand. And the Vols lead by a score of 6-1. A&M when challenged, but safe was the correct call. Top 8. Tennessee's lead cut to 6-3. Kirby Connell. You know the deal. Got the Jordans, the rolled up pants, the handlebar mustache, gets the strikeout there, and then Ryan Targach gets him swinging as well. A&M got the tying run to the dish, the 5th-year senior. It was only fitting that he was out there on the mound in a big spot. And it's 6-3. Top 9. Jackson Appel. Speaking of have a series, he delivers one on a bloop. A&M staying in at 6-4. Next batter, Aaron Combs. Hayden Schott blows a fastball past him. After a wild pitch brings home a significant run to some, making it 6-5. Combs gets Ted Burton, and Tennessee celebrates its first ever national championship. Dreiling, the most outstanding player. Peyton and everybody in that distinctive shade of orange celebrating as they win a tense 6-5 game. Vitello in there with the Vol Nation.
How about it? That's awesome. Tennessee winning it. Let's go back and retrace how it got started. Of course, they hosted a regional, had no problem in Northern Kentucky or Indiana or Southern Mississippi. Then they get into the Super Regional, lost to Evansville, but then they moved on, of course, and swept them and kept on, or not swept and beat them, then squeaked by Florida State for beating North Carolina and Florida State. Of course, you know what happened in games 1 and 2, and lost the first one, won the second one, forcing that third one. And Tennessee wins at 6-5. Christian Moore, projected as a first-round pick in next month's Major League Baseball draft. Big part of Tennessee. Their offense all year long hit for the second cycle in College World Series history in the Vols' opening win over Florida State. Aggies, meanwhile, reached the finals with their top hitter sideline, Braden Montgomery. A potential top 10 draft pick did not play. Big difference in the tournament, but it is what it is. You got to go with it. Hello, Deborah Sparks. Hello, Renee Hughes. Jimmy Buck says it's great to be a Tennessee Vol. Absolutely. And so Tennessee is the champion of the college baseball world. And so finishing out with, 60 wins? All right, 60 wins on the season. The most ever in the Southeastern Conference history. And a championship coming back to Knoxville in that plane. The question is, and we're going to enjoy the celebration, but there is a team down in Austin that's looking for a coach, and they said money's not going to be an issue. So we'll see if they come. I'm sure they'll come after Tony Vitello. We'll see. I can guarantee that he's got himself a pay raise and probably a contract extension, truth be known. So anyway, Tennessee wins it. We'll worry about that down the road. We're going to enjoy this one. Tennessee, the national champion in college baseball, beating a good Texas A&M team. And it was a thriller right down to the last couple of plays of the ball game. So credit Texas A&M. They were down, a sizable margin of the ball game and made it a game. And so Christian Moore, I think, kind of set the table. That off-speed pitch, he cranked it in the first inning. It was not the difference of the game, but it kind of psychologically, I think, it set the stage. And then Lampkin never did really recover. He went, 2 2/3, if I remember correctly. And so, anyway, Tennessee wins it. You know that. I'm preaching to the choir. The Volunteers now the national champions in college baseball. I'm sure there'll be a ticker tape parade and all that down in Knoxville. Should be. David Danny joins us coming up the bottom of the hour. He'll be crowing, I'm sure, and he should. Anybody that's a Tennessee fan should be crowing. And really, if you're a Texas A&M fan, you should be crowing too. You got yourself a very good baseball team. Tennessee beat a really good team. It could have gone either way, and you know that. So we can sit here and crow and be proud about it in Tennessee, and we should be, but you know as well as I do, we beat a darn good baseball team. It could have gone either way. When they came back last night, I thought these guys got some grit about them. And so who handled the pressure? No question, Tennessee did. No question. And I thought, again, the home run early kind of set the stage. You saw a sideline shot, a dugout shot of the A&M guys hanging off the dugout fence. Looked like they tightened up. Their faces just showed tightness to me. So, but that was early in the ball game in the first inning, so a lot of baseball ensued after that. But anyway, I said here yesterday, said who handles the pressure and who gives me the best pitching performance will be the team that wins it. Clearly, Tennessee got the pitching performance. Xander Sechrest, and you go on about the offense, and it was there, but Sechrest did a really, really good job early of establishing himself with those big bats of Texas A&M. So the pitching did beat the hitting yesterday, in my opinion, and the pitching was, of course, Xander's Sechrest, and the bullpen and Combs and Connell and everybody. So Tennessee, the toast of the college baseball world, and we're awful proud of that here in Rocky Top. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're on the road here again. We're here. Hello, Jimmy and Pam Eggers. We're at Big Dan's Barbecue here in downtown Elizabethton. Oh, it's good. Mighty fine. That pulled pork, the burnt ends, the ribs, the smoked bologna, the brisket, the BLT. They got the large barbecue, the small barbecue sandwich. Got the sides. The mac and cheese here is awesome. The German potato salad, out of this world good. Oh, gosh, you've got greens. You can come down and get greens here. So you can order out. You can sit here and hang out with us right here. We're downtown, right on this side of the covered bridge. Easy to find coming down Elk Avenue. We're on the left at the very end before you cross the bridge. The covered bridge is like right over there, so we're easy to find. All you got to do is sniff it, smell it outside. It's awesome. Put your sniffer up in there and go, I smell barbecue. And he's been smoking it all morning long. It's awesome. That's where we are, broadcasting live. We got lots to cover. While this was going on in Omaha, down in Sunrise, Florida, the Florida Panthers raising the Stanley Cup Final Championship trophy. They won it last night in Game 7 over the Edmonton Oilers. We'll talk about that. Major League Baseball, a triple play last night. LeBron James may be on the move, leaving the Lakers. Do you care? I don't, but you may. So, but LeBron is now, again, somehow this guy always, it's interesting to me. You know, I'm doing a sports show, but it seems like he's out there all the time talking about something. Even during the NBA Finals, is Bronny going to get drafted for the Lakers? What are we going to do with the coach? What does LeBron want? Now the season's over. We're into baseball, and we're into NASCAR. We're into everything before football starts and the fall sports, and now we're here. And I get that. He's a free agent, but it seems like he's always in the headlines about something. So this time it's about his contract and whether he's going to stay or go. Quick break from Lingerfeld Drug Center. We'll take a look at some more sports next. Again, joining us at the bottom of the hour, our buddy David Nanny, the Elizabethton Parks and Rec Director, on a beautiful day. Another hot one here in the hills of East Tennessee. 90 degrees again today. Looking for rain. We haven't had any for a while. We need rain. It's getting very dry. But you know what? He'll give it to us when he thinks we need it. So, because he's running the show. Let's give you the verse of the day, by the way. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross, and today's no different. So, here it is, the verse of the day. It's awesome. Jeremiah 17:10. I, the Lord, search the heart and examine the mind to reward a man according to his conduct. Well, that's pretty strong rules there, pretty strong statement. I, the Lord, search the heart and examine the mind to reward a man according to his conduct, according to what his deeds deserve. Jeremiah 17:10. Hello, Tina Perkins. How you doing? We've got another Vols package we'll show you here in a few minutes, a highlight reel. Tennessee wins it all. That's the talk of the town, and understandably so. Jeremiah 17:10. I, the Lord, search the heart and examine the mind to reward a man according to his conduct, according to what his deeds deserve. Interesting. Back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show at Big Dan's Barbecue in downtown Elizabethton. We're talking to our buddy Dr. Eric Carter from Lingerfeld Drug Center, one of our proud sponsors of the show, and Cyclone Sports. A lot of pharmacies out there, a lot of drugstores out there. Why, in your humble opinion, should we come and trade at Lingerfeld Drug Center?
Yes, I think our customers are our family. We treat people how I'd want my family to be treated. And that's, we can come in after hours for you if you need, or deliver to you. I think we just go the extra mile. A lot of times at a big chain or something, if you need a refill and it's out of refills, it's too bad. But we'll call the doctor, send them messages, and keep bothering them until they get them sent in to us. So we want to do everything we can to make sure our customers have their medicine and are happy.
Customer service, folks. Again, Lingerfield Drug Center down here beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And Big Dan's Barbecue. So holidays are coming. How can you help us, big guy?
We do all of our regular barbecue. We got curbside. We do a lot of to go. We got dine in. We do if you call ahead, we do catering for special occasions. If you don't feel like cooking, we will do hams and turkeys for Thanksgiving the week of. We just be running business as usual.
If you have a holiday party coming up, how can you help us with that?
You can, if you call ahead and tell me how many people and what you want, we can have it ready for you, and you can come pick it up and let us do the cooking for you. And it'll be cooked hot, ready to eat, fresh, cooked when you come to pick it up. It'll be fresh right then. It won't be like sitting under a heat lamp or anything.
Social media, how do we find you?
I'm on Facebook. I got somebody working on a website, but they're still working on it. So, Facebook's the best place. Big Dan's Barbecue page.
Phone number is 542-2272, the number to call. So the holidays are upon us here. If you need help with barbecue, phone's ringing as we speak. If you need barbecue, if you need platters, you need when people call in and get stuff for parties, what's the 2 or 3 most popular things they ask for?
The big ones are pulled pork, beans, and slaw. But we also got, mac and cheese, collard greens, potato salad. We have, several things you can choose from that we make here in-house. So just pretty much whatever you need barbecue-wise.
542-2272. Give them a call. Let them help you for the holidays. If you're getting a small gathering, big gathering, whatever, give them a call. Give them a shot. Let them help you. 542-2272. Love coming down here. Love eating the food right here on Elk Avenue in downtown Elizabethton on Big Dad's Barbecue. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. Hello, Jim Noman. How you doing, sir? Is it Jim Noman? I'm sorry, Jim Notman. He put these glasses on, I guess. Print small. Is it Jim Notman? It is Jim Notman. I'm sorry, Jim Notman. Thank you, sir, for watching. By the way, the celebrations tonight, right around 6:30 in Knoxville. So, place will be crawling. Place will be nuts. So, you're talking about selling some souvenirs and some apparel. Balls, I'm sure somebody down there right now is cranking out T-shirts, Balls, national champs, and they'll sell the whiz out of those. So again, the celebrations at right around 6:15 tonight in Knoxville. So it's gonna be good. The Florida Panthers capturing the first Stanley Cup in franchise history. We were watching Tennessee last night, but there was a Stanley Cup 7th game championship on the line, and the Panthers win it in Florida, 2-1 over Edmonton. In a thrilling conclusion to a classic playoff series, winger Sam Reinhart's second period goal proved to be the winner, as goalie Sergei Bobrovsky made 23 saves to close out the series. And so the Panthers, averting one of the most lopsided epic collapses in sports history, they were up 3-0. And to Edmonton's credit, they pushed it to a Game 7. Oilers roared back with 3 straight wins. Only the 3rd time in the National Hockey League history that a team forced a Game 7 after losing the first 3 games of a Stanley Cup final. But the legacy of the 1942 Toronto Maple Leafs remains intact. They're still the only team to rally from a 3-0 deficit in the final to win the Cup. So the Oilers came up short. The Florida Panthers, only the 3rd team in the past 40 years to win the Stanley Cup after losing in the final in the previous season. Panthers fell in 5 games last year to Vegas, the Golden Knights. So the toast of the hockey world would be and is the Florida Panthers. Unlikely place to have a NHL franchise to win a championship in a cold weather sport, but the Florida Panthers on the ice winning it and now they are the toast of the Stanley Cup world, winning it last night 2-1. All right, here's your other highlights package from the Tennessee Volunteers. Parties tonight at 6:15, the celebration in Knoxville. Here it is. Coming up, David Nanny joins us on the Tom Daly Sports Show.
Swing and a miss! And for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball. They are the World Series champions. Everybody processes the moment differently, from Tony Vitello's dad to Kirby Connell to the team that just lost a nail-biter of a game. That the Volunteers win 6-5, their 60th win of the year, and a national championship in Knoxville for the baseball team.
Pretty incredible. I mean, for a team that's been here 3 of the last 4 years, the 1 year they were throwing 63 pitches. He runs out of the bullpen, gets the final 3 outs. And Cal Stark, the Knoxville native, can now say he's a national champ.
What a victory for Vitello and what he has built at Tennessee. You go through the gauntlet of the SEC, you survive that, and you come to Omaha.
Man, oh man, is that not awesome? That is awesome. Goodness gracious. So Tennessee wins it. Krista's in St. Pete says the amount of Tennessee supporters there we spoke to was awesome. They're everywhere. Tennessee Vols of all nations proud. So who I saw last night on Facebook, somebody said, okay, now it's Heupel's turn to do the same thing. Well, we'll see. Maybe a little different scenario, to say the least. Southeastern Conference football, but Southeastern Conference baseball's, as you know, pretty dadgum good. So, hello, Doug Wolf. How you doing, sir? We're live here at Big Dan's Barbecue. 542-2272 is the number to call. Ring him up. Order some lunch. Come here, pick it up, or sit down and eat with us. BLT, smoked bologna, grilled cheese, large and medium barbecue sandwich. I'm looking at the menu board here. Sliced beef, brisket, burnt ends, pulled pork. The sides would include the baked potato salad. You've got the greens. Of course, you get chips, mac and cheese, baked beans. Got your Coke products and tea. It's all right here at Big Dan's Barbecue, downtown Elizabethton. Whew, loving it. 542-2272. Hello to Doug Wolf and Joycey. So we're going to take a break. Countdown to football. 59 days, 8 hours, 50 minutes, and 3 seconds to Cyclone football. Of course, Big Dan's one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and on Cyclone Sports. David Nanny joins us next. On our buddy Joseph Taylor, Ivy Hall Nursing Home. What's going on at Ivy Hall right now?
Yes, sir. Ivy Hall, we're accepting long-term or short-term admissions. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, all insurances. We'd love to have you. You come out, you need some rehab, we'd love to help you. We got private rooms for rehab people. We can get you in, take care of you, send you home, and the food is absolutely out of this world.
Types of rehab you guys do?
Yes, sir. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, respiratory therapy, and like I said, short-term or long-term residents. Yes, sir.
Yep. You also are looking for help?
Yes. I'm looking for RNs, LPNs, CNAs. If you want to be a housekeeper, laundry, kitchen, we're hiring. All departments are hiring at Ivy Hall.
Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Social media, how do we find you?
Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or ivyhallnursinghome.com is where you go to fill out an application to work.
Love promoting these folks right here.
on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. It is the one and only right here in Elizabethton, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, he said, let's don't talk about Tennessee. I said, okay.
Oh, my goodness. What a game. What
a game.
What a series.
Absolutely.
Enjoyed
and as I said,
of it. I said I enjoyed it
absolutely.
very much.
And I said this before you got here. It could have gone either way. Texas A&M, they beat a really good baseball team.
Yes, they did.
And they have nothing to be ashamed of. And I know it's like, well, we don't like moral victories. Well, I get that, but we beat a good team.
Yeah, we did.
They're down 6-1 and made it a game right down to the final out.
Absolutely.
Oh yes. So, and I said yesterday, you tell me, you weren't there, but when I did the show yesterday, I said the key to the game will be who handles the pressure. I mean, every pitch, temperature. It was hot, it was muggy, so that plays into it out there standing there roasting in the field. So that sometimes that takes your edge off you mentally because of the weather. So anyway. I thought Tennessee handled the pressure better than Texas A&M.
Yeah, I think that was the key to the whole thing. I mean, you've got two teams that were, they're the two best teams. I honestly, if it ever happened before, I think it happened this year that the two best teams made it to the finals. Those two best teams in college baseball, period.
Junior says they wore black last night because they were going to A&M's funeral. I said, well, that's true.
I like that.
But we could just as easily be sitting here today going, we're national runner-ups, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Because we beat a good team.
Yeah.
So, and here's the beauty of it. Win or lose, the Lord's still on the throne.
Yep.
That's the bottom line for Tom Taylor.
That's exactly right.
Whether we win 10 or lose 10, or 0-10, 10-0 in football, whatever, he's still on the throne.
That's right.
And he's coming soon. Hello, Pastor Stout. Hello, Craig Japp. Peggy Peterson. So, where do we start? The Bluegrass Jamboree.
No, it was fantastic.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. It was great. We had a tremendous crowd, great music all day long. If you missed it, you really missed out because it was phenomenal.
Then last week you had the Lauren Cole Band.
Oh yeah, and you can't go wrong with the Lauren Cole Band.
Yeah.
They're incredible. It's just had some really good music, good opportunities, here in Elizabethton.
We will run through again. We're going to do it several times during the show for the obvious reason. We're going to run through the ESPN highlights package of last night's game here in just a few minutes. But we're talking to David Nanny. You see on the screen, David with the Elizabethton Parks and Rec. So this weekend it is Mr. Harrell, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. We've got, I have to put my glasses back on. I know who it is, but Dan Harrell, I'm sorry.
And the Troubadours.
And these guys are definitely not slouches either. They're Dan played. He was with a group at Dollywood for a number of years on the main stage, and some of his band. One guy played with the Statler Brothers, and
that's pretty good.
And some other, quite a few accolades. It's a good group, really good group. They play a lot of old country and some new country, but mostly the classic country, and do it very well.
That's this Saturday at what time?
This Saturday, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Covered Bridge Park.
Supposed to cool down a little bit. Hello, Lynn Ballard. Hello, Coach Brian Jenkins. And Peggy Peterson. How you kids doing? We're going to be replaying the highlights package here in a minute of the Tennessee's win over the Texas A&M Aggies. Now, let's jump in and talk. Let me hold this for you. I'll be your Vanna.
Okay.
This is next week on July the 4th.
July the 4th. Thursday, July the 4th.
On the 4th. Independence Day celebration here in Betsy-Town. It's going to be awesome. Tell us about it, would you please?
Oh, man. We're going to have, it's amazing. Start about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll have patriotic pup pageant. Dress your dog up in red, white, and blue and all the good stuff. This is very popular. We've been doing it for a number of years now, and it's funny how it draws a crowd. And, of course, that'll be judged. And then we've got the patriotic pedal, which is really cool. And I've always really liked this one, too. It's it gives the young folks, well, young and old, you don't have to be a kid, you can be an adult, but you decorate your bike, your wagon, your tricycle, whatever it is that you can pedal around, and all in the red, white, and blue and patriotic colors. We've had some really creative folks, over the years, and they take a little tour around the park, and that's judged, and a lot of fun, just a lot of good, clean fun. We'll have, of course, there'll be food trucks on hand. Opening ceremonies start probably around 7 o'clock, and we'll do that, and we'll have some patriotic melody, just some music, and a little patriotic ceremony, and then after that, we've got a really, really great 80s group.
Yep.
We haven't had them in a couple of years, but we've had them plenty of times before, and they're fantastic. Spank, they're the ultimate 80s tribute band, and they can play, and they'll be playing from about 7:30 till about 9:30, and at 9:30, wow, 9:30 is the time that we set aside for the fireworks. And if you've never seen one of our shows, and I know I try to sell everything that we do, but it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. The guys shoot these low caliber shells that don't go 500 million feet in the air. They just go up high enough, and it's like you're right on top of it. It's the most incredible way to watch fireworks, and we shoot them off the Elk Avenue Bridge. Yes, I said we shoot them off the Elk Avenue Bridge, so you're right there on top of them.
Yep.
And they, Granny's Fireworks always, Robin does a tremendous job, and they do it for us every year, and they're safe. They know what they're doing, and it's a good way. Fireworks are illegal to shoot inside the city limits, so don't get yourself in trouble. Come out and spend the evening with us.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to pay for it, so come on out and enjoy a wonderful show.
So it all starts right around 4 o'clock. Is that
4
correct?
o'clock.
Yep.
That's right.
So you can do what you need to do up until 4 o'clock on July 4th. Go to the lake, go to the pool, and come out. Big Dan joins us coming up next here. Hello, Glenda Williams. We're live here at Big Dan's Barbecue, but this is next Thursday, the 4th of July. We're going to be off next week, so we're promoting it now. So we'll be promoting it the rest of the week, too. So patriotic pup pageant, the patriotic pedal, the opening ceremonies, the food trucks, the Spank, the 80s live. I've seen them before. In fact, when they were here a couple of years ago, it was awesome. And then the fireworks finale. Again, let me just say, I don't get paid for this when I come in here and I endorse things, and it's like, yeah, tell them because we're going to get wool. I don't know. I'm telling you because I believe in what goes on here, and they put on a phenomenal show. This fireworks, he's right. They don't go up very far, and so you're right there on top of them, or they're on top of you rather. So, and it's all free except the food trucks. All you can do is show up. You want to eat, obviously you got to pay for that. Or Big Dan's, I don't know if he'll be open or not, but the food trucks will be there. So again, come support Elizabethton's Independence Day celebration on the 4th next Thursday. It's going to be great. So
absolutely, we're excited.
What's the slogan?
We make life fun.
We make life fun. Elizabethton Parks and Rec. So this Saturday, Dan Harold and the Troubadours, free concert, 7 o'clock. Then next Thursday, as we said, for the 4th of July, everything's free except the food you purchase, the bottled water, whatever. So bring your lawn chair and just make it a day.
Absolutely. Bring your chairs or blankets or whatever you want to sit on, and just be prepared to be entertained.
Yes. I love it. Be prepared to be entertained.
That's right.
That's awesome. Now, when you get you a sandwich down here, what do you normally get?
Oh, I'll just get the pulled pork with slaw.
Slaw?
Yeah, big stuff.
Yep. So after this, we look past this. We're not going to look very far. You have coming up next would be something about the edge, isn't it?
Yeah, From the Edge.
From the Edge. Yep. I knew it was something about the edge.
And there again, I know I keep repeating myself, but From the Edge, phenomenal band. They play a lot of 80s. They play country and rock. Great bunch of folks, and there's tremendous entertainers.
Well, and he knows that because he's the one who books them. So he's the talent booker, and so he sees From the Edge, Lost Creek Bluegrass Band, the Bullseye Band. Circle your calendar on August the 24th on a Saturday night.
Yep.
If you like the Eagles.
Oh, man.
I read this the other day. They've sold more albums as an American band than anybody else.
Right.
I thought it was the Beach Boys, but it's not.
Yeah.
It is the Eagles. And the tribute band called the Ultimate On the Border, the Ultimate Eagles Tribute Band. They're the real deal, aren't they?
They are. I was in Bristol last week, I guess. WCYB promoting something we were doing, probably Lauren Cole Band. And I ran into three gentlemen, and these guys said, they were talking about what they did. They were with the Trail of the Old Lonesome Pine, the
Big Stone Gap.
Yeah. And they said, we were talking about music and whatever, and I told them about this concert, the Eagles, and I told them it was On the Border, and they all three kind of lit up and said, "You're not going to be disappointed."
There you go.
That is honestly, it's as close as you can get to the Eagles. They're phenomenal. He said, I kid you not, they had them in Big Stone for whatever, some big celebration, and they're awesome. So,
do you have a favorite Eagles song?
I like The Long Run.
Yep. Okay.
I like all of them. I mean, I really do. I don't know of an Eagles song. To me, there's only a few groups that I can think of that are the Beatles, the Eagles.
Yeah.
There's not too many people that you can put in the category.
The Eagles.
With them,
Yeah. Peaceful, Easy Feeling.
Oh yeah, love
Best
it.
of My Love, Take It to the Limit.
One more
Already
time.
Gone.
Yep.
One of These Nights, Witchy Woman, Hotel California. I just rattled off 10 like that. So August the 24th. It's not here yet, but I'm just telling you, circle the calendar. It's on a Saturday. He'll be there for a little while. I'm going to assume you'll be somewhere else Dancing with the Stars.
I don't know. I'm still up in the air. I'll see what we do. We'll make it.
Okay.
We'll make that call at a later date.
I want to see how that goes for you.
Yeah.
Since your daughter's dancing in the Dancing with the Stars, he's going to miss that.
It might be difficult to miss that, but there may be a practice run through kind of thing that I can go to beforehand. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm
see.
telling you, August 24th.
Yes.
The Eagles, the tribute band On the Border in Elizabethton, free concert. Circle your calendar. It's on a Saturday. It'll be the first Saturday in football season. Friday night, the night before, Cyclones will be playing Science Hill. And the countdown is on, by the way. If you haven't seen it, here it is. We're at 59 days, 8 hours, 35 minutes, and 47 seconds till Cyclone football. So there you go. Mr. Nanny, I know you're busy.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for coming by as always.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're awesome. Appreciate his friendship. He's a class act. And what's the motto again?
We make life fun.
We make life fun. Last night in Omaha, they made life fun. Here's the ESPN highlights package. Tennessee national champs on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Game 3, College World Series. Winner take all, A&M, Tennessee.
About 100 there today.
It was 100, and you had Vol royalty on 100.
All of them.
Peyton Manning, Rick Barnes in the building, and far more important to the Vols' hopes on the field, this man. He is a big-time problem. That's Christian Moore leading it off with a home run. Second player ever to hit a leadoff homer in the national championship game, and the first since '97. Rocky Top up 1-0. Top 3, same score. Runner on third. 2 outs. Gavin Grahovic brings in Travis Chestnut. Giga-Maggies. We're knotted up at 1 apiece. After the sac fly gave Tennessee a 2-1 lead, Dean Curley brings in another, but got a little greedy, got thrown out at second, makes the third out of the inning. It's 3-1 Tennessee. Bottom 7, same score. Dylan Dreiling. Swinging a drive.
Series.
Say again?
Have a series.
Hey, how about it? First player to homer in all 3 games of a Men's College World Series final. Omaha. It's 5-1. 2 batters later, Kavares tears. This is a dangerous bat in that ball lineup. Deep. Stays in the yard barely. and an incredible relay home and an incredible slide. Oh, Hunter Ensley. Just a remarkable slide and gets the dish with the left hand. And the Vols lead by a score of 6-1. A&M when challenged, but safe was the correct call. Top 8. Tennessee's lead cut to 6-3. Kirby Connell, you know the deal. Got the Jordans, the rolled up pants, the handlebar mustache, gets the strikeout there, and then Ryan Targach gets him swinging as well. A&M got the tying run to the dish, the fifth-year senior. It was only fitting that he was out there on the mound in a big spot. And it's 6-3. Top 9, Jackson Appel. Speaking of have a series, he delivers one on a bloop. A&M staying in at 6-4. Next batter, Aaron Combs. Hayden Schott blows a fastball past him after a wild pitch brings home a significant run to some, making it 6-5. Combs gets Ted Burton, and Tennessee celebrates its first ever national championship, drilling the most outstanding player. Peyton and everybody in that distinctive shade of orange celebrating as they win a tense 6-5 game. Vitello in there with the Vol Nation.
And Big Dan's Barbecue. So holidays are coming. How can you help us, big guy?
We do all of our regular barbecue. We got curbside. We do a lot of to-go. We got dine-in. We do, if you call ahead, we do catering for, special occasions. If you don't feel like cooking, we will do hams and turkeys for Thanksgiving the week of. We just be running business as usual.
If you have a holiday party coming up, how can you help us with that?
You can, if you call ahead and tell me how many people and what you want, we can have it ready for you, and you can come pick it up and let us do the cooking for you, and it'll be cooked hot, ready to eat, fresh, cooked when you come to pick it up. It'll be fresh right then. It won't be like sitting under a heat lamp or anything.
Social media, how do we find you?
I'm on Facebook. I got somebody working on a website, but they're still working on it. So, Facebook's the best place. Big Dan's Barbecue page.
Phone number is 542-2272, the number to call. So the holidays are upon us here. If you need help with barbecue, phone's ringing as we speak. If you need barbecue, if you need platters, you need, when people call in and get stuff for parties, what's the 2 or 3 most popular things to ask for?
The big ones are pulled pork, beans, and slaw. But we also got, mac and cheese, collard greens, potato salad. We have, several things you can choose from that we make here in-house. So just pretty much whatever you need barbecue-wise.
542-2272. Give them a call. Let them help you with the holidays. If you're getting a small gathering, big gathering, whatever, give them a call. Give them a shot. Let them help you. 542-2272. Love coming down here. Love eating the food right here on Elk Avenue in downtown Elizabethton on Big Dad's Barbecue. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by. Why would you have a Kentucky fan on the show? Because he wanted to come on and congratulate the Tennessee Vols.
You can't take it away from.
No.
No, I mean, congratulations.
Does it not? This is me. All right, when Elizabethton won the state football championship, it elevates Northeast Tennessee, I think.
Yeah.
So when you win an SEC team wins a national championship, playing an SEC team for the national championship, to me, maybe I'm wrong, it elevates SEC baseball in the nation's eyes. Of course it does, Tom. They're on national TV, but
no doubt.
I just think it brings more awareness to the anytime you do it.
I mean, it does, and that's one of the unfortunate things about NIL is, speaking from Kentucky, because they've got beat out, of course, but they've already had a ton of their pitchers and a lot of their players go ahead and hit the portal, but they usually go to SEC schools, so without question, SEC it's just a juggernaut from top to bottom.
Oh, well, all the sports.
Yeah.
See, Arkansas, see if I get this right. Arkansas's women won the NCAA track and field championship, and Florida's guys won it, or vice versa. I don't have it here in front of me. The football's
That
always
sounds
there.
right. Yeah.
Basketball's always there.
Yeah.
And it's known for a football conference, but, basketball's been very strong. Women's basketball's been very strong. So, top to bottom, they can say what they want to about the Big Ten and the ACC and whatever.
Yep.
Top to bottom, sport by sport, SEC's the best in the country.
By far. Yeah, and it's almost to the point where you kind of wonder if the NCAA is going to have to do some restructuring, because it's kind of becoming the SEC and everybody else. Yeah.
Because we're the power broker in sports. So.
And I saw yesterday a guy making an argument, and it's a good argument. Texas coming in, or Oklahoma as well, but Texas coming in, arguably is the best football team in the conference.
Yeah.
So.
And
we'll see.
A lot of people are saying they're going to be the national champion, so they're going to have to go through a very tough SEC schedule. I don't think there's any cream buffs. There'll be teams that I think Vanderbilt would be. I wouldn't say they're a cream buff, but they're probably the lower echelon. Maybe Missouri, although that's a pretty good.
Yeah.
Arkansas struggled.
South Carolina struggles from
South
time
Carolina
to time.
struggles, but game in and game out, it's a war every single ball game.
Yeah, especially if you go to their place. It's tough.
Oh yeah,
it's tough.
So did you watch it last night? Did you watch the game?
Oh yeah. I just love the game. I love baseball. I was telling my dad earlier today, the 8th inning last night was college baseball in a nutshell. It was. That inning there was so much heart, so much parody, so much. I mean, it was like watching a movie, and
like a Hollywood script.
It really was,
yeah.
And there was one play in particular where the kid at shortstop at Tennessee makes a diving stop, and the runner dives into first base, and that to me that just sums up college baseball.
I thought when the Tennessee kid, and I can't remember which one it was, but barrel rolled in home plate and reached out and tagged it.
That was
incredible.
incredible.
What a play!
Yeah, that was incredible.
I mean, that was a big play in the ball game.
Yeah,
they tagged him out. It's a difference maker.
The IQ of college baseball players.
Yes, sir.
It's unbelievable. Just to see the game evolve. I sometimes oppose new rules and stuff like that. But to see the game evolve from an IQ standpoint is very interesting.
We're here live again at Big Dan's Barbecue in downtown Elizabethton. 542-2272, the number to call. Here's the verse of the day. I'm going to get his take on what he felt like was the difference in the game. Jeremiah 17:10 says, and this will get you right here, I, the Lord, search the heart and examine the mind, to reward a man according to his conduct, according to what his deeds deserve.
Yeah.
That'll separate you pretty quick from the wheat from the chaff.
That's where the rubber meets the road, isn't it?
Yes. I, the Lord, search the heart and examine the mind, to reward a man according to his conduct and according to what his deeds deserve.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 17:10, verse of the day.
Reminds me of Paul in the book of Romans, chapter 12, when he tells us to not be conformed, but to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. And there's a big difference between conforming to the world and being transformed by the Word, right?
Amen.
So,
hello to Jeff and Laura Honeycutt. Hello to Rynell Wilson.
Hello
to
Jeff and Laura.
Kenneth Tate. Guy named Mike Rose watching. Patsy
I know
Lyons.
that fella.
Hurley Simpson, Anita Roper, Charlie Farr, Laura Lewis, Cody Taylor, Glenda Williams, Lynn Ballard, Coach Brian Jenkins, Peggy Peterson. Thank you guys and ladies for watching. So you watched it. You're a baseball guy.
Oh, yeah.
What was the difference in the game?
Tennessee's pitching stepped up like it hadn't for a while. That was kind of their if they had a weakness, I guess that was their weakness, because they hit so well. And to be honest, they were just two solid teams. And A&M, even to their credit, when they had people on base, they hit the ball hard, but they hit it right at people.
Right at people.
And so It was just, I guess you could say positioning. Maybe a difference in a game. It's a lot like football. It's a game of inches sometimes.
You look at last night. You look at Dreiling. You look at Moore. Look at all these guys. Congratulations, balls from UK fan in Kentucky, Mike Rose. So there you go. You got to give props or credits due.
Yeah, you got to give people credit.
Yep. So you look at, for all the hitting last night, to me, two things I said here yesterday and said at Chick-fil-A. I said it's going to be who handles the pressure and who gives you the best pitching.
Yeah.
For everything Moore did and Dreiling did and everything, to me, the key to the game was Xander Sechrest. He came out, set the table, pitching.
Yeah.
Then you had the bullpen come up and step up Combs and of course Connell and everybody that we saw the show. So I don't need to go back through it. But I just felt like Sechrest kind of set the table. That first inning, he knocked those big guns down.
Yeah.
And I thought after Moore and he comes out and homers in the second inning, I thought, okay, how are they going to respond? How's Texas A&M going to respond in the second inning? And, they I can't remember exactly what happened, but they I just thought Sechrest, for everything we're talking about the offense, he set the table to pitching last night.
I agree. They stepped up in areas that that maybe earlier in the season wasn't there, and maybe even entering into the tournament wasn't there. But that's the beauty of sports, is that when you get hot at the right time and things are clicking at the right time, then good things happen. And so I was telling my dad this morning that I really felt like I can't remember all their names, but the little guy that's is a Christian. Is that his name?
Christian Moore.
Yeah.
Kid hit the home run.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's like he's real emotional kind of guy. He's kind of a team leader kind of fella, and I kind of felt like he helped Tennessee kind of carry them through the tournament a little bit. So I like kids like that anyway. Just kind of emotional and play hard.
The celebration tonight at 6:30 in Knoxville. Hello to Wayne and Ann Hayes on Watauga Lake. Well, stick your big toe in the water and think of me, because it's hot out there today, and so all your toes in the water.
Yeah.
They're up on the lake today. Hello to Vernon Russell. Thank you guys for watching. Big Dan joins us next. We're live at Big Dan's Barbecue. So we're obviously talking about the Tennessee-Texas A&M game. We have Bible school coming up at your church house. Tell me about that.
July 14th through the 18th, Fairview Baptist Church. I've got to look at my phone. The theme is, hold on a minute. Let me. It's the jungle theme this year. Answers in Genesis is who wrote it. It's called The Great Jungle Journey is what it's called, and it's basically kindergarten through 5th grade. Preschoolers are certainly welcome. We don't ever want to turn anybody away. Preschoolers, a couple of things we ask is, if there is to be potty trained, but especially you might we often encourage parents to go through it with them, and so we're going to let anybody come that takes the time and effort to come. We're going to let them come through it, and but it's a lot of times geared towards, most of the time geared towards K through 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
The late Charles Stanley said many times, one of the biggest outreaches for a church is Bible school. And so one time he was watching one of your sermons, he said, all right, for everybody that was the Lord reached them in Bible school, raised their hand, and most of the auditorium put their hand up. So
it's incredible. It's a great ministry, and that's the beauty of this area is that there's so many churches, but at the same time they all offer Bible school. So kids kind of go on a Bible school circuit during the summertime, and then you throw in Camp Tapawingo and Doe River Gorge and places like that where they're getting a week's worth of Christian teaching as well. It's it's not a bad area.
No, and not every area does this either. I can tell you that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
In fact, there's other areas where churches are shutting down and closing up shop and going home. So
it's sad.
Laura Lewis says, good morning, congratulations, UT. Can't believe it's almost time for marching band season in Cyclone football. We'll tell you right here, we are 59 days, 8 hours, 19 minutes, and 22 seconds and counting to Cyclone football and to high school football in general. So, and it will be here before you know it.
Yep.
Now, once school starts back, you guys have at the church house the Awana program. Tell me about that. So
Awana is a terrific program. it's heavily based, obviously, on the Word and teaching kids to memorize and to learn the Word, and very gospel-centered. We feed the kids and our workers every week on Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock, which is, it's a really a convenience for parents too. And so we like to see it as it's an opportunity for us to feed physically and spiritually. And so it starts at 6, and again, typically K through high school, and but there are some preschool that come. We've got a class for that, and so we feed them at the very beginning. The high school, our youth group, those teenagers, they kind of do their own thing with youth, but the kindergarten through middle school, they have classes where they break up, and they've got leaders, and we've got game time, and they've got what we call council time. And that's really where they're challenged with the Word from one of our adults, and then also they have their book time where they learn to memorize Scripture, and they receive awards for that and that type of thing, very award based, and so it's a great program, and it's been going strong at Fairview for many years, and still is, and we're very proud of that program. A lot of our adults, we have a very small group on Wednesday nights of adults that meet with me for Bible study, but I'm thankful for that because all of our other adults are working.
Yep,
and
involved.
so yeah, they're leading other kids, and so that's certainly not a complaint from this pastor. I'm just thankful that we got people to do that. So.
Hello, Christy Carr, Travis Constable. Got about 60 seconds here, so tell me, we'll get you back in closer, but right now,
Yeah.
Kentucky football, what do you think?
Oh boy, that's always a toss-up. We've had some transfers. Our quarterback is the kid that transferred from Georgia. Got a new OC. So we'll see. I mean, it's I don't want to be too negative. I try not to be, but I felt like that Stoops over the years has had some good talent and has had a couple good years, but maybe underachieved more years. But got some good defensive players back, especially on the defensive line. I think another question may be this year for our offensive line. We'll see. Doesn't matter if you've got Tom Brady back there if he has to. It's hard to throw from
Snap
your back.
and run.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes. Skill players, they'll be able to compete.
Yep.
But there again, it's going to depend upon. Kentucky's Achilles heel is always defensive backs. Years that they've had decent ones are obviously the years that they finish well, but it doesn't always work out that way. So we'll see.
Yep.
We got the fourth toughest schedule in the SEC this year, so that's tough.
It is tough.
Yeah.
But there again, as we said, bringing in Texas and Oklahoma, not
Yeah.
too many cream puffs every
No.
week in, week out at SEC football.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
hello, Travis watching in Myrtle Beach. Hello to Jared Alderson, Christy Carr. Thank you all for watching the show. Thank you, sir, for stopping by.
Appreciate you a lot, Tom.
Yes. And so, get yourself, what are you going to get? What kind of sandwich you going to get?
I'll probably get some of Dan's Good Barbecue. I was thinking, how great is it to have a city that on the northern end of the town you've got barbecue and burgers, and on the southern end of the town you've got barbecue.
Barbecue and burgers.
Yeah,
You got
so
it.
you can't beat that.
Can't go wrong. Quick break. We'll be right back. The man himself is here. Big Dan from Big Dan's
Dan.
Barbecue next year on the Tom Daly Sports Show, live from Big Dan's Barbecue in downtown Betsy. The Tom Daly Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. T&S Home Improvements you see on the screen. What's it all about, sir?
Well, we build decks. We do underpinning for mobile homes, vinyl underpinning, CertainTeed underpinning, K-Rock, whatever you want. Build decks, porches, whatever you want done.
How long you guys been in business?
A little over 4 years.
4 years.
Yep.
Geographically, where do you go? Where have you gone?
We try to stay within about 75 miles of the region. We've been all the way over to Virginia, up in North Carolina. Next week, we've actually got to go down to Pigeon Forge.
Awesome.
So
they're everywhere. T&S Home Improvements. So things you guys have been working on, I don't know, last 45, 50 days. What have y'all been doing?
Well, last week we built 2 covered porches, 10 by 20 covered porches. We've done about 6 underpinning jobs in the past 2 weeks, and about 10 small decks in the past 2 or 3 weeks.
Awesome. So, if you need that kind of work done, all they want to do is ask you to let them give you a quote and go from there. Phone number, how do we find you?
Phone number is 423-946-8432.
You're on social media?
On Facebook. TNS Home Improvements on Facebook.
There you go. TNS Home Improvements on Facebook. And they'll go, as you heard with the sound of our voice, probably 50, 60, 75 miles any radius of where we're sitting here in the Tri-Cities. And so there's a lot of them out there, home improvement companies. What do you feel like separates you from everybody else?
Well, for one, I feel like we're good on pricing, and everything we do for you, we do it like we're doing it for ourselves. So our greatest concern is customer satisfaction.
There you go, folks. One more time, the phone number is?
423-946-8432.
One of our great sponsors of the Tom Daly Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. I believe in these guys. Travis Constable at TNS Home Improvements. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Daly Sports Show. Back on the Tom Daly Sports Show, here we is. Hello, Jeremy Marlowe, Taz Irwin, and Travis just played his commercial. He's yonder.
Taz.
He's yonder. Taz the man, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
We love Taz. We're
he
down here.
Rescues bees, too.
Huh?
He rescues bees.
He rescues bees?
Yeah.
Taz can do about anything.
Yeah.
He's a man of many talents.
He pulled me out of a truck.
He did?
Yeah.
He did? He pulled you out of a truck.
When I wrecked last Thanksgiving.
Yep. He
Him
was
and
there.
Stu.
Oh, Stu got it? Helped you too?
Yeah, Stu. I woke up and there's Stu.
You woke up and
It scared me so bad I had to fall back asleep. No, Stu's congrats on your new little baby. Him and Katie's got a little boy.
Little boy.
So, yeah.
Big Dan's Barbecue, folks, downtown here, right on this side of the bridge, covered bridge, downtown Elizabethton. So, gosh, where do we start? Let's talk about the menu. You got burn ends, and got to tell us what you feature, what you offer.
Well, we always have a daily special, which is a sandwich and a side. And we got sliced beef, pulled pork, we got smoked chicken. Then we got other stuff like smoked bologna, burn ends, brisket. We got ribs again. There for a while I couldn't get ribs. It was up to my standards, and I finally worked it out. Our rib people's happy, and then we got all of our sides. And we got family packs, you know. We sell pulled pork by the pound. We do caterings. If you call in, I can tell you what, you know, what the price. I can give you a quote based on what sides you want and stuff. And we're open Tuesday through Saturday. Come on in and try it. We make everything from scratch, except for the appetizers. You know, we just get them. But we make everything fresh. We don't have no heat lamps, and we don't microwave anything. We make it fresh. I make all the sauce fresh daily. If we didn't make it fresh, I wouldn't even fool with it.
Yeah.
And our motto is, cook like you're cooking for family, and if you wouldn't eat it, don't serve it to somebody else. You know,
cook like you're cooking for family.
We care about. We got very high standards, and we're thankful to be here. It's hard enough being in a small business period, much less a restaurant nowadays. But you know, we love being downtown, being part of downtown. I'm from Elizabethton. I'm class of '83, but we love our Cyclones and all of our people that work in the town, like David Nanny that was here. We grew up together, and he's a real man's man. And I just love being down here in this, you know, Cyclones.
On that wall, you have Cloudland, you have Unaka, you got Happy Valley. So
yeah,
it's all about the local. Be loyal, buy local. There's a big old ETSU pride over there. So you sell pulled pork by the pound, is that correct?
Yeah, and then we have family packs that feeds 4 to 6 people. You get 2 pounds of pulled pork, a quart of beans, a pint of slaw, 6 buns, and sauce.
Talk about your sides, man. Your sides are awesome.
We got mac and cheese, of course, barbecue beans. We got coleslaw we make fresh every day. Baked potato salad, like a loaded baked potato. We got collard greens, home fries.
Of course, everybody talks about the burn ends at Big Dan's Barbecue. You take a lot of pride in that, don't you?
Well, they take so long to make. You know, brisket takes up to 18 hours. Then you use the flat of the brisket for the platters and the sandwiches, and then we use what they call the tip to make the burn ends. You put those back on for 4 more hours. So it takes up to like about 22 hours sometimes to make them.
You're the smoker too, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
You the man.
Yeah, I'm too ornery to have an apprentice, so I do it all myself mostly. But I have, there's some people that work with me here that knows what they're doing, and I trust them to put on meat and stuff like that.
Coke products and tea, and then on top of that, you got desserts. Tell us about the desserts.
Well, we just make homemade pies for people that have a sweet tooth, and I'm trying to talk my sister into making some of her famous cake, Jake Roberts' mom, Jules. But she's been real busy lately, so.
What she should put in down here is chocolate lasagna. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she makes all that stuff and brings it down here, and then.
That is the best.
Plus, she's just up on Cat Island. If I get too hot, I can just go up there and jump in the pool.
There you go. All right, I'm going to hit this button there. I'm going to get some. Are you ready? Here we go. Talking to our great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and Tom Dooley Sports Show, Big Dan's Barbecue. Lots of barbecue places out there. Why Big Dan's Barbecue?
We care about our product, and we do it all ourselves in-house. I make all the rub, all the sauce, and the reason I got in barbecue is I'm pretty much obsessed with it. I went to college for drafting, but when the economy crashed, I got laid off and ended up opening in 2010, and I've been doing it full-time ever since.
Hours are open?
We're open Tuesday through Saturday. We're open on weekdays 11 to 8 and Friday and Saturdays till 9 p.m.
How do we find you on social media?
My Facebook page, Big Dan's East Tennessee Barbecue. I got somebody working on a website, but it's not ready yet.
And then the phone number is?
423-542-2272, and we're in the 3rd block downtown on the left.
There you go. One of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dooley Sports Show, Big Dan's Barbecue in downtown Elizabethton. Boom. It's made a commercial. Way to go, big dog. So, I always ask this, you're the owners, when you sit down and eat, what do you like to eat off your menu? What do you have?
I like the sliced beef. I like to make me a sliced beef sandwich, you know. And I like, every once in a while, I'll make me a pulled pork sandwich and get me some slaw, and I'll get me a bowl of beans. I'll taste test and make sure everybody's going by my recipes, because I want to be consistent, because everybody, you expect something when you come to a barbecue place, and if you don't get what you was expecting, you're like, well, where did they come up with that stuff? So we got really super high standards, even though it's barbecue. I mean, it's not like we don't have waiters with a towel on their arm and a sterling silver water pitcher or nothing, but we care about our food, and we appreciate our community and our customers, and we're just thankful for being able to be here.
Amen. How did I meet this man? This is a great story. I'm walking down the base of the football grandstand, getting ready to go up the press box. I see this guy I've never seen before, comes up to me in bib overalls, walking straight at me, and I thought, uh-oh, he's coming straight at me. There may be a problem. He says, I want to advertise on your ball games. I said, okay. Who are you? He said, I'm Big Dan's Barbecue. I said, okay. That's how it all started. I thought you were going to whip me. I thought we were going to have a fight right there on the...
We could have gave it a whirl, but we're too old to
Too
fight.
old. Yeah, too old.
We just thought,
the heck with it.
listen to Southern rock or something.
That's it.
Or a good old hymn or bluegrass or something like
Amen.
that.
He and Megumi came and sang at the church. Oh gosh, it's back before COVID, and they were very, very good. So you can sing, and she can sing, and this man can make a guitar talk. I can tell you that. So Anyway, Big Dan's Barbecue. If you are, here comes the 4th of July next week or anytime. You got a class reunion, wedding reception, 4th of July, backyard party. You want the fixins, 542-2272, right?
Yep.
That's all you got to do. So, and hello, Eleanor Rambo from Southport, North Carolina. She maybe moved back up here now. I can't remember. But anyway, thank you, lady, for watching. Hello, Jordan Grindstaff, for watching the show. So, you're the man.
Well, I appreciate you being here and what you do, you know, covering all the county sporting events and a lot being involved with the community, and, you know, we really appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome. It's easy to get fired up about this community, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to, you know, the upcoming football season and everything else. Look what's happened with our baseball team, and then the Vols. It's been something else.
59 days, 8 hours, 3 minutes, they'll kick off. Got the clock rolling.
That ain't far, 'cause heck, it was New Year's, and then I went to sleep and woke up, and it was already the middle of June. So
it's like Rip Van Winkle.
That's like tomorrow for us.
Amen. Amen. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball right after this, where we're going to be on Thursday. Tomorrow we'll be back at Chick-fil-A. Tomorrow is show number 2100.
Wow.
They said it wouldn't work.
Congrats.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that.
Shine the light, brother.
Shine the light. And then Thursday we'll be right up the street at the Eagle Center on the Tom Daly Sports Show. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Daly Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
And for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball. They are the World Series champions. Everybody processes the moment differently, from Tony Vitello's dad to Kirby Connell to the team that just lost a nail-biter of a game. That the Volunteers win 6-5, their 60th win of the year, and a national championship in Knoxville for the baseball team.
Pretty incredible. I mean, for a team that's been here 3 of the last 4 years, the 1 year they throw in 63 pitches. He runs out of the bullpen, gets the final 3 outs. And Cal Stark, the Knoxville native, can now say he's a national champ.
What a victory for Vitello and what he has built at Tennessee. You go through the gauntlet of the SEC, you survive that, and you come to Omaha.
The celebration is tonight in Knoxville at 6:30 for Tennessee baseball, which is pretty sweet, to say the least. We're Big Dan's Barbecue, 542-2272. Got folks in there having lunch, and there's room for you, of course. Come on in here and hang out. We appreciate Gary coming by and David Danny. So one of the unlikely things that happened in Major League Baseball last night was a triple play on a 1-3-5, pitcher, first base, third base, which has not happened since 1929. Interesting. So Detroit's playing the Phillies. Phillies had a 4-0 lead. Detroit was making a threat. They had runners on the corners, nobody out, which is the makings of a big rally, but it was not, because for the Tigers, Matt Vierling's broken bat, soft liner, ended up in the glove of the pitcher, Aaron Nola, him right back to the box. The two base runners had straight off the bases for it to become a triple play. As they go to first, Nola, the pitcher, throws to first, throws across the diamond to third. It's a little flared back to the pitcher, out number one, throw to first, doubled him off, or picked him off at first, I should say. Then he turned around and shot one across the diamond, got the guy at third. So there you go. A triple play had not happened in Major League Baseball. Not just a triple play, but triple play in that order. 1-3-5 pitcher, first base, third base since July of 1929. Interesting, to say the least. All right, let's see what's happening in Major League Baseball from last night. Cardinals beat the Braves 4-3. And so let's run down how other games went yesterday. Cleveland beat Baltimore. The Orioles in a tailspin right now. Philadelphia went on to beat Detroit. Tampa Bay, Boston, the Reds. The Cardinals beat Atlanta 4-3. Schwellenbach took the loss. I told you yesterday it was Lopez on the mound. I got confused, excited about that game last night. It's Lopez's turn tonight on the mound at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Dodgers beat the White Sox. Clayton Kershaw, shoulder stiffness. His projected return has now been put on hold. So he's going to be put on the shelf for a little bit longer in his rehab, getting back up to the bigs, which is not good news for the Dodgers. Miami and the Royals won that one. Milwaukee beat Texas. Angels over Oakland. San Diego beat the Nationals in 10. And the Giants beat the Cubs on the left coast 5-4. So you look at the schedule for today, and then we'll get into the standings. Today, everything under the lights. Cleveland again at Baltimore. Everybody stays the same. Philadelphia, Detroit. Seattle, Tampa Bay. The Mets hosting the Yankees. The bragging right to the Big Apple. That will be at the Mets Stadium tonight. Toronto at Boston. Reds hosting the Pirates again. Atlanta and St. Louis. Lopez on the mound for the Braves. Colorado at Houston. The Dodgers against the White Sox in Chicago. Miami at Kansas City. Milwaukee hosting the Rangers. Still no Evan Carter. Oakland against the LA Angels. Minnesota opens up a series in Arizona. Washington will be at San Diego. And the Cubs continue their series in San Francisco. Hello, Kathy Cooper. How you doing, lady? So you look at the standings. The Yankees now a little bit of breathing room. They now lead the Orioles by 2 games in the East, but don't look now. Here comes the Red Sox. They've got it into single digits. They're only 8.5 back. You know, the Red Sox, for everything that has been said about them, they're 7 over 500. They're 43-36. You know, they're chasing 2 of the best teams in baseball right now, the Yankees and the Orioles. But the Red Sox are okay. I mean, they're single digits. Interestingly enough, the Red Sox are 19-20 at Fenway, and they're 24-16 on the road. They play better away from Boston. But they're right now, I mean, they're 7 over. They're 8.5 out. In the Central, the Guardians lead the Twins by 8 and the Royals by 9. Cleveland at home, phenomenal. 26-9 on the year. The Guardians in Cleveland. In the West, Seattle leads Houston by 5.5 and the Rangers by 6.5. Mariners, you know, they're 9 over. The Astros are 2 under, but they're 5.5 back. They're 38-40, and the Rangers are 37-41. Trying to get it together. 6.5 back, still no Evan Carter. So in the American League, let's see who's the best team in baseball. Best team in baseball right now are the Phillies. Then come the Yankees. Then come the Orioles. Then come the Dodgers. It's interesting. Here's your top 5. Yankees, Orioles, Guardians, Phillies. Let me go back in order. Phillies, the Guardians, the Yankees, the Orioles, and the Dodgers are the 5 best teams in baseball. So the Guardians are 50-26. We don't talk much about them. That we should. They're playing rock-solid baseball, and they've not faltered. They've taken the lead from the get-go, and early in the season, they've jumped out in first, and they're still there and rocking along. They're 8 games better than the Twins. That's all in the American League. In the National League, Phillies lead the Braves by 8. The Phillies at home at 31-12. They've had a heck of a home schedule. Home record, rather, 31-12. Braves are 19-20 away from Atlanta and 24-13 at home, so they play better in Atlanta. It's a 2-horse race there. In the Central, Milwaukee 5 better than the Cardinals. Which baseball team you follow, Gary? You a Cardinals guy? Rangers? Well, it kind of goes out. Yeah, he's a Cardinal guy. Cardinals woke up. They're playing some pretty good baseball. They're 40-37. They're 3 over 500, and they're only 5 games out now, the Brewers, in the Central. And then the Dodgers, they lead the Padres by 8.5 in the NL West. So there you go. Huh? So I like the Orioles and the Reds. So I remember back in the day, the Orioles had, Brooks Robinson, Mark Belanger, Boog Powell, Eddie Murray, Elrod Hendricks. I don't know why I'm looking at the ceiling. Jim Palmer, Mike Cuellar. It's pretty good baseball back then. Way back, Frank Robinson. Had Don Buford. Don Baylor was an Oriole for a while. Remember Andy Echeverria? That's before your time. Whoops. Yep, just told on myself. That's way back down the road. But anyway, Orioles rock-solid baseball team right now. So we'll take a break. LeBron James makes the news. Well, that's a surprise. He makes it every day. So LeBron's going to tell us what he's going to do about his career. Okay. We'll take a break and be right back after this. We showed you earlier advanced heat pump system, so it's out there. It's been 90 for 7 or 8 days now. That'll take its toll on your heat pump, whether it's in your church, your home, or your residence. So these guys will get out there and get it going, get it fixed, and get it fired back up for you. Put some Freon in or whatever they call it. It's a different name now. But they'll get your heat pump in tip-top shape. They do it in the winter, they do it in the summer, do it all the time. They're great. I have a heat pump at my house they installed 2 summers ago. Man, I love it. Acts like it's brand spanking new. I mean, it is really good. Michael Vance and the folks, can't thank them enough. They did a great job. They can help me 2 years ago when they put in a brand new heat pump. They can help you right now. Here they are on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years. So we want to make our customers happy.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them. It's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
And back on the Tom Bailey Sports Show, tomorrow will be live at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Show number you see on the screen tomorrow will be 2100. Yeah, they said it wouldn't work. It's going okay, thanks to you all watching the show out there, and I appreciate that very much. We had well over 16,000 folks watching us last week, so we appreciate that very, very much. May not mean anything to you, may not be impressive enough numbers for you, but works this old country, boy. So there you go. All right. For all the attention now for the new coach for the Lakers, J.J. Redick. The biggest story, again, fell far below that being the new coach as to what's going to happen to LeBron James. See, there again, they got a new coach. That's like a second story. The main story is what he's going to do. And I get that. The guy's a phenomenal player, and I understand all that. Is he the greatest of all time? No. Not a chance, in my opinion. Do you think LeBron's the greatest of all time, basketball? No. He looked at me like, what are you smoking? No. There's a guy named Jordan. And for my money, a guy named Bird. Or a guy named Russell. So we get into this every time I start talking about LeBron. It's based on championships. That's why you're out there. It's all we heard about, Vols winning the first national championship. The goal is to win championships. So if you go by that, it's not even Jordan, it's Bill Russell. He had 10 championships. He had all 10 fingers of rings on him. If you go that route, it's John Wooden. The guy made, now you think of this, he had 10 straight national championships in a row. 10 in a row for UCLA. So LeBron's not the greatest. If you go on championship rings, Jordan's not the greatest. The greatest would be Bill Russell if you based on championships, which is a whole other story. Anyway, LeBron, what's he going to do? Lakers are ready to offer him a 3-year contract, over $160 million for LeBron. He has until June 29th, which is not that far away. Got 4 days out to opt out to the final year of his current contract, which he's going to get $51 million for the upcoming season. The guy's making $51 million this year, and he doesn't know if that's going to be enough. Expectation is he'll forego that and become a free agent. So I don't know if you know this rule. He's 39 years old. There's a rule in the NBA. The over 38 rule stipulates nobody over 38 can sign for more than 3 years. That's interesting. Tie up the money. Does he have 3 more years in the tank? I don't know. But LeBron has until the 29th, which is when? That would be tomorrow's 26th. Thursday's the 27th. Friday's he has until Saturday to decide whether he's going to come back as a Laker or test the free agent market. But the guy's making $51 million coming up. So now they're talking 3 years, over $160 million for LeBron James. And of course, part of that, he wants Bronny, his son, and I get that. At the end of the day, I mean, I understand it'd be pretty cool for him to play alongside his kid. I get that. Hello, Jamie Thomas. How you doing? David Welch, Teresa Harding. Thank you all for watching. We're live here. We'll run that championship package one more time here in a minute. The highlights package we're talking about from ESPN. Thanks to Carrie. She went and got that for me. Thank you, ma'am. She's so good. Caitlin Clark makes more history. Indiana Fever rookie and former Iowa star Caitlin Clark named the 2024 Collegiate Woman Athlete of the Year. Accepted the Honda Cup for the second consecutive year. Only the 4th athlete in the history of the honor to win it multiple times. Maya Moore, Tracy Calkins, and 2020 Tokyo silver medalist softball star Rachel Garcia. So there you go. So she wins it again, second year in a row. Other notable winners in the past, Katie Ledecky, 7-time Olympic gold medalist. Candace Parker, South Carolina's Hall of Fame head coach Don Staley have all won it, but Caitlin Clark 2 years in a row have won the Collegiate Woman Athlete of the Year. Why would she not? I mean, it's not even up for debate. She's all-time leading scorer in basketball, which is a pretty lofty award, would you not think? All right, here it is, Friday night. You need to be there. Liberty celebration in Kingsport. Come to the Liberty Saga Sycamore Shoals here in Elizabethton and make plans to come to this one either Friday night at the Eastman Employee Center or on Saturday. Friday night at 7, Saturday at 2 o'clock. We have the honor and privilege of emceeing this event. Would love to see it. It's going to be a packed house, air-conditioned, Eastman Employee Center. Acoustics are phenomenal. Tickets, $20, $30. No, $5 ticket to get in. LibertyCelebration.com is where you get your tickets. Dr. Mark Strand will be with us tomorrow talking about it one more time. It's here. It's Friday and Saturday. You have a 100-voice choir, 35-member live orchestra, a 25-member kids choir, Eastman Employee Center, a $5 ticket. And you will come out of there, as we talked about, you will probably tear up, probably clap. You'll probably sing along patriotic songs with a 100-voice choir. I mean, they've been working on it for about 6 weeks now. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to be a part of that. Hello, Dalton. How you doing? Thank you for watching the show. So very excited about being part of that. And so it's Friday night at 7 and Saturday at 2 at Eastman Employee Center in Kingsport. Will be good. August the 1st, circle this day. We're going to be involved in the St. Jude's Putt-Putt Tournament in Kingsport. Can't wait. St. Jude's. You know, here's what I always talk about. Gary can probably echo this too. We think this is important. We think ball games are important. And they are to a point. But as I say all the time, go talk to a parent who's got a child at St. Jude's right now. Hanging on, just trying to make it through. And ask them how important the ball game is. They're going to say, not very important. They're looking at oxygen levels and this and that and chemo and radiation. So anyway, St. Jude's got an annual putt-putt tournament at Putt-Putt in Kingsport. We're going to be there on August the 1st. They raised in one night, on the average, of anywhere between $25,000 and $30,000 in one night playing putt-putt. Everybody can play putt-putt. Gary, you play putt-putt? You a putt-putter? Does your wife beat you? What about the girls? Got them too? Yeah. He's off mic. You can't hear him. It's probably better that you can. He said, yeah, I got no problem. I'm the king of the household in putt-putt. But anyway, August the 1st, circle the calendar. It's going to be a great night. It's for St. Jude's here in the Tri-Cities. You'd be amazed how many kids from the Tri-Cities are currently using the St. Jude's, not only in Memphis, but the St. Jude's at Niswonger Children's Hospital in Johnson City. So it's a chance to come out and play putt-putt, have a big time. They have a, what's it called, a half and half pot. Everybody puts money in the pot, and they draw a name out, and somebody wins half the pot. They usually come out of there with $1,000 on the average. They have hamburgers, hot dogs. Everything's been donated. Been doing this for several years. Dan Estes, who owns the putt-putts in Kingsport and Bristol, is behind this 100%. But they average between $25,000 and $30,000 in one night they raise for St. Jude's for putt-putt, just playing putt-putt. We're going to be there, and so we'll talk more with him about that. But August the 1st is not that far away. So if you're a fan of Major League Baseball like I am and Gary is, don't forget to continue to vote to the 27th. You got 2 more days to vote for your All-Star ballot. Go to MLB.com. You can vote up to 5 times a day. You can vote 1 player for each infield position in both leagues, 3 players in the outfield position, obviously, and 1 player for each league in the designated hitter spot. And you have 2 more days to do it. MLB.com. And so you can get in there and vote for your favorite Major League Baseball player. And that's who's going to decide who's going to play. The managers pick the pitching staff, but the position players are picked by you and I at MLB.com today and tomorrow. That's going to wrap it up. The first round is another round after this, but the first round of voting expires on the 27th, which is in 2 days, obviously. Hey, we're live here at Big Dan's Barbecue. Oh, yes. Let's see what my man's got to say. We'll come right back after this. We're live here at Big Dan's in downtown Elizabethton on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Here's Dan Britt, Big Dan's Barbecue. Tell us what's going on. Why would we want to come to Big Dan's Barbecue? What's your specialty?
Well, of course, barbecue, but we smoke everything on site. I don't take any shortcuts. I make my own sauces, rub, don't get any cheap meat, and we let it go low and slow. And then we have all the sides too, barbecue beans, mac and cheese, homemade chips. We got fries, collard greens, coleslaw, baked potato salad. Then we also got burgers and dogs and chicken tenders and, sliders and stuff. If you're with somebody that wants barbecue but you want something different. And we got BLTs and grilled cheese. We got smoked bologna. Of course, hot dogs, all that stuff, but mostly barbecue.
Tell me about the burn ends. That's real popular.
The burn ends became real popular. It's the tip of a brisket where it's real marbly, and you put more rub on it, put it back in the smoker, and render the fat out of it. And then it's like smoky good cubes of beef, tender beef.
Oh, it's awesome. The burn ends, Big Dan's is the best. This phone number, by the way, is 542-2272. Planning folks already planning weddings and outdoor gigs coming up in the spring and field days and all kinds of ways you can help folks. Tell me about that.
Yep. Just call and I'll give you a quote and we'll make it happen, and I'll make sure you don't run out of food. I've been doing this for a long time, and we cook like we're cooking for family, and we want to make everybody happy, and we want to be the real deal, and just serve good food and barbecue, and we love being part of downtown Elizabethton. We love Elizabethton. I'm from here. The whole family's from here. We just love being part of the community and serving good barbecue.
Social media, how do we find you?
I'm on Facebook. I got somebody building me a website. I'm in the Stone Age, but we are on Facebook. So, Big Dan's East Tennessee Barbecue.
One of our great sponsors, folks, of the Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Love the guy, Dan Britt and the gang downtown Elizabethton at Big Dan's Barbecue.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, got a couple of minutes left here. Terry Moore says, got my unky on there. Makes the best burn-in sandwich in the world. Big Dan's the man. You got it. We love Big Dan's. Hello, Dalton. How you doing, sir? Russell Carter, Terry Jones. Do want to say thanks. We'll play the highlights package one more time here. We'll play them both. We win a national championship. We got to. Hello again. A big thanks to Gary Rowe. Stopped by. Big Kentucky fan. That's class. Of course, he's a pastor, and he understands it's bigger than sports. He gets it. But still, he's a Kentucky guy at heart. And for him to come on and say, hey, congratulations to the Vols. Not everybody would do that. Not every school, not every fan would do that. I applaud Texas A&M. As I said earlier in the show, and I'm right, Tennessee beat a really good baseball team. And they're down, 6-1? They battled back and made it. It was a cliffhanger nail biter there at the last inning of the ball game. So they could have folded the tents, but they didn't. They're a very good team. I thought Florida State was a very good team. Their bats went silent. Pitching stopped them. But the Tennessee Volunteers could very easily be talking about being, we didn't win it, but we were national runner-ups because they got beat by or they beat a good team, no question. So, anyway, thanks to Gary to stop by and talking. David Nanny came by and talked. Got the put it right over here. Got the big concert coming up Saturday, free concert. Dan Harrell and the Troubadours. Guys been to the Grand Ole Opry, been out on the road, backing up a lot of big-name country music performers over the years. Got his own band now. He's had it for a while. It's a free concert right down here, literally. 1,000 yards where I'm at the end of the bridge is where we are here at Big Dan's. Thank you as always, sir. You're such a good guy. I don't care what your wife says. I like you. We're going to get killed. Don't listen to Mrs. Rowe. Yeah, you better listen to Mrs. Rowe. You're a good man. Thank you, sir. Love that guy, Gary Rowe. What a good guy. Independence Day celebration next Thursday here in Elizabethton. It's all free except the food trucks. The Patriotic Pup Pageant, the Patriotic Pedal going on. The opening ceremonies all starts at 4 o'clock, goes until 10. Spank the 80s live band next Thursday for the 4th of July. Is it just me? Is it hard to believe it's the 4th of July coming up? Good night. Where is this year gone? And then a fireworks finale, which is really, really, really good. I make a beeline over here I'm not going to tell you where I sit because I got a pretty good perch to watch the fireworks, but it's good. They do a phenomenal job, the fireworks here. Again, in Elizabethton. All that's next Thursday. Everything's free except the food truck. Get something to drink, get something to eat. I'm going to bet the house the Big Dan will be closed next Thursday, or next Thursday for 4th for his employees to be off. And I get that. Hello, Michael Stafford. How you doing? So, let's do it one more time because it's worth watching. It's excellent. ESPN's highlights package of the Tennessee Volunteers winning the national championship.
Game 3, College World Series. Winner take all, A&M, Tennessee.
About 100 there today.
It was 100, and you had Vol royalty on 100.
All of them.
Peyton Manning, Rick Barnes in the building, and far more important to the Vols' hopes on the field, this man. He is a big-time problem. That's Christian Moore leading it off with a home run. Second player ever to hit a leadoff homer in the national championship game, and the first since 97. Rocky Top up 1-0. Top 3, same score, runner on third. 2 outs. Gavin Grahovic brings in Travis Chestnut. Giga Aggies. We're knotted up at 1 apiece. After the sac fly gave Tennessee a 2-1 lead, Dean Curley brings in another, but got a little greedy, got thrown out at second, makes the third out of the inning. It's 3-1 Tennessee. Bottom 7, same score. Dylan Dreiling. Swinging a drive.
Series.
Say again?
Have a series.
Yeah, how about it? First player to homer in all 3 games of a Men's College World Series final. Omaha. It's 5-1. 2 batters later, Kavares tears. This is a dangerous bat in that ball lineup. Deep. Stays in the yard barely. And an incredible relay home and an incredible slide. Hunter Ensley. Just a remarkable slide and gets the dish with the left hand. And the Vols lead by a score of 6-1. A&M would challenge, but safe was the correct call. Top 8. Tennessee's lead cut to 6-3. Kirby Connell. You know the deal. Got the Jordans, the rolled up pants, the handlebar mustache. Gets the strikeout there. And then Ryan Targach gets him swinging as well. A&M got the tying run to the dish, the 5th-year senior. It was only fitting that he was out there on the mound in a big spot. And it's 6-3. Top 9, Jackson Appel. Speaking of have a series, he delivers one on a bloop and staying in at 6-4. Next batter, Aaron Combs. Hayden Schott blows a fastball past him. After a wild pitch brings home a significant run to some, making it 6-5. Combs gets Ted Burton, and Tennessee celebrates its first ever national championship. Dreiling, the most outstanding player. Peyton and everybody in that distinctive shade of orange celebrating as they win a tense 6-5 game. Vitello in there with the Vol Nation
Pretty awesome stuff, folks. Let's play this last one before we get out of here. Let's take another look. Hello, Allison Riddle. How you doing, lady? Another highlights package of the Vols win last night. Let's take a look at this one before we get out of here.
Swing and a miss. And for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball. They are the World Series champions. Everybody processes the moment differently, from Tony Vitello's dad to Kirby Connell to the team that just lost a nail-biter of a game. That the Volunteers win 6-5, their 60th win of the year, and a national championship in Knoxville for the baseball team.
Pretty incredible. I mean, for a team that's been here 3 of the last 4 years, the 1 year they throw in 63 pitches. He runs out of the bullpen, gets the final 3 outs. And Cal Stark, the Knoxville native, can now say he's a national champ.
What a victory for Vitello and what he has built at Tennessee. You go through the gauntlet of the SEC, you survive that, and you come to Omaha.
It's a good way to end it, folks. Hello, Lonnie Stockton. Hello, Jeff Cummings. Tennessee, the national champions of college baseball, the toast of the baseball world. Good way to end it. Back with you tomorrow, show number 2100 tomorrow. Can't wait. We'll be live at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City Thursday, right back up the street here at the Eagle Center. Antiques, getting ready to kick off the 4th of July. All kinds of gift-giving ideas for the 4th of July to decorate. And then Friday, we'll kick off the 4th of July weekend before the 4th. People stocking up on the groceries will be at Food City here in Elizabethton on a Food City Friday. So, out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours, of course. And I mean that, sincerely. Everything going on that you would be think enough of us to flip us on and watch what we're doing, or go back tonight and watch it and like it and share it, which you do all the time, and I appreciate that. Jeremiah 17:10 says, I, the Lord, search the heart and examine the mind, to reward a man according to his conduct, according to what his deeds deserve. Jeremiah 17:10. I, the Lord, search the heart and examine the mind, to reward a man according to his conduct, according to what his deeds deserve. Jeremiah 17:10. Good way to end it. Thanks again to Big Dan's Barbecue. Back with you tomorrow at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City with show number 2100. Till then, we'll tell you, as always, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2099 today from Big Dan's Barbecue, 542-2272 here in downtown Elizabeth. And back tomorrow